was aimed to raise awareness about the importance of combating cross-border illegal trafficking. Now, this is a very important issue in Manipur. A lot of experts believe that today's violence, commotion in the social life was caused because of the hard action the government took against the drug traffickers and illegal poppy cultivation. And these were happening in the hills, away from the eyes of the administration. Biren Singh said that the Manipur remains committed to eradicating the menace, and he said that drug trafficking cases have declined in the state. He attributed progress to people from both hills, valleys, and as well as the security forces. He pointed out that the satellite data mapping shows a significant reduction of 50 to 60% in poppy plantation. Mind you, most of these areas are near Golden Triangle, which is as problematic as the Golden Triangle of Afghanistan. And he claimed 50 to 60% reduction in poppy plantations, marking a major achievement in the state's fight against drug abuse. Biren Singh also said that 297 drug smugglers have been convicted since the war on drugs began, and 19,000 acres of illegal poppy cultivation have been destroyed in the state. He noted that Manipur faced a severe drug problem and a high rate of HIV positive cases in 1990s. Since then, his government has launched a robust initiative against drug abuse and ensured that its supply is curtailed. He further said that with the continued support from the people, he will remain committed to uprooting the drug menace in the state. He has often said that he has borne the brunt of his campaign against the drugs. Let me play out the bite of Biren Singh.
भारत सरकार की ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी की नेतृत्व में अंडर द गाइडेंस ऑफ द ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी Nisa Mukta Bharat is going on in the state of Manipur also, as well as the war on drugs. These are taken up by the state government, is going on. And today is very important because almost Manipur were badly affected by the drug users during the 90s. But because of the war on drugs and the Nisa Mukta Bharat taken up by the government of Manipur under the able leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, now the uses of the illicit drugs abuses now reducing, and it is my message to all of the younger generations of the state, or the people of the state, that we should not use this kind of drugs which cause damage our future. Yeah, it is correlated. Manipur state government launched war on drugs in 2018, and because of this war on drugs campaign, with our state forces and central forces, we destroyed around 18,000 hectares of poppy plantations, and around 297 drug smugglers were convicted, and around around 60,000 drugs, illegal drugs were arrested from the businessmen, from the smuggler. So these are some issues, some cause behind the present crisis also, now, but our government will not surrender. Our government will continue war on drugs to save the generation of the people of the state and the people of the country.
Now, let me straight away go across to Group Captain B. Nandakumar Sharma. Mr. Sharma, Biren Singh has claimed that 50 to 60% of the areas have been taken care of. 19,000 acres have been destroyed. You're getting this sort of feedback from the state? You closely follow it? Has it been really successful?
Up to a certain extent, I would say the 50% reduction in the poppy cultivation is appreciable. However, Bill Mange more, the war on drugs, as the Chief Minister has elaborately said, is started from 2018, and there is 2024. So almost 6 years down the line, and 50% poppy cultivation has been destroyed. It's good and appreciable, but Dil Mange More by the people of the Manipur, and it could have been achieved. And war on drugs, it's okay. When you say war on drugs, it's some sort of peaceful campaign to those who are not carrying the arms and ammunition, or a casually consumer. You can say war on drugs for those who are casually consumers, but actually those who are trading the drugs and doing as a business, big business, and many reports said the turnover of the drugs in Manipur is around 60,000 to 80,000 crores. However, the budget of the Manipur is just 30 to 35,000 crores, which is the turnover of drug, illegal drug is much more than, it's almost double than the economy of the Manipur. So having said that, we must, it's good, war on drugs is good. We must carry a war on narco-terrorism, because these drug mafias are linked with the terrorists. And the terrorist activities, as you know, terrorist activities are well defined in our this thing, let down rules. And it really says that one can see where UAP is 1967, Section 15 can read out, and all the activities a terrorists can conduct are doing by this drug mafia. That's how problems are lingering. Had it been a simple war on drugs, it would have been solved. It's a narco-terrorism. That's why these problems are lingering, and the number of conviction, as the Chief Minister has brought out, 297, which I feel is a little less. As per the record I have, there were about 1,916 cases registered from 2017 to 2023, and the number of personnel arrested were 2,643. This is from 2017 to 23. Out of this 2,643, 297 have been convicted. So I don't know why rest are let free, or they are not guilty. So this is also a point to be pondered, and people will ask questions how so many people are let out.
No, I have one more question for you, Mr. Sharma, but just let me just read this out. Manipur has been battling a conflict for the last 13 months, which has been aggravated, as everyone knows, because of the cross-border trafficking in the state. The Department of Social Welfare and other people, they all came around, and they wanted to create the climate where this campaign against drug becomes a sort of a larger campaign. But on this, there is a division. Only one section is convinced, the other section is not convinced at all. They think that, this is one way to go after them. Well, absolutely. This is very problematic.
This is what is problematic. See, because the point is that whenever you mention poppy cultivation or poppy cultivators, it is used as a pejorative term to point to one ethnicity. And that is the reason it is a big bone of contention, especially in the state of Manipur, which is so close to, almost adjacent to the Golden Triangle, and is said to be one of the worst areas as far as drug issue is concerned. See, no sane mind can say that that there shouldn't be a crackdown on drug traffickers and all. That has to be done with utmost ruthlessness possible. But I think it is not exactly as the way it has been said by the Chief Minister. There are people who believe that war on drugs is also used as a ruse to declare war on one particular ethnicity, and therein lies the biggest problem.
Mr. Sharma, but the fact is that most of this drug cultivation is in the hilly areas. It is the hilly areas where the real problem is. I mean, the question a lot of people will ask that how have you been able to, destroy these poppy areas, because they are in this remote areas outside
Yes, sir. Kartikeya, it's an absolutely valid question. Even many people will have such questions. I just would like to respond to Bridges' statement. He is very right. When we say war on drugs or against narco-terrorists, unfortunately, cookie tax, it is against them. However, the data is not saying so. I will just read out a data. This is by NAV. From 2017 to 2023, the number of personnel involved in this drug trafficking community-wise, I'll read out. Chin community, total number of personnel arrested is 873. Muslim or Maitai Pangal, they are 1,083. And Maitai is 381. And others 181. So when we say war against drugs or war against narco-terrorism. Rightly, this narco-terrorism, no politicians has said, except the young, dynamic leader, Mysore Thonhausam. Nobody has said narco-terrorism. So this narco-terrorism, unfortunately, has taken against the cookies by the cookie, whereas it should not be, as I brought all the data in front of you. So it is against all the communities, those who are doing illegal say business or trade of the drugs. So I would urge or request to the academicians of the other community and the educated lot, please communicate such this thing message that when we say about a war against drugs or war against narcotics, it combines all the communities, the Kukis, the Meitei Pangals, the Meiteis, and other communities. It has composition of all the communities. It's not only the Kuki. So we should not play politics around this to achieve some of the objectives. We must include ourselves to fight against the drug mafia, and we should liberate from this deadly disease, or I would rather say it's a pandemic, or a drug pandemic, or narco-terrorist pandemic. Kartik.
But Mr. Sharma, you know, do you think that Manipur specifically got targeted? Nagaland, Mizoram, Arunachal. Why did it happen in Manipur?
Hey, Kartikeya, you know much more than me. Geopolitical issues are there, where US and other foreign countries' hands are there. And secondly, the armed groups. Once again, I'll bring you the arms groups which have a vested interest, because this 80,000 crore of business is a huge thing, and they would like to control this piece of land absolutely, so that they have all the powers and the money to conduct business. So these are the other aspects. So this will continue, and India, only thing is India has the will and the power to fight. The only unfortunate thing is the government of India has not given keen attention, or neither paid, no, they have not paid any attention. That's why these problems are lingering. Otherwise, such a big mighty army, 60,000, still 60,000 armed force personnel are deployed still, and you are facing similar problems right now. It just shows that the lack of will and the unwillingness to solve this problem by the central government, as we have seen during the meeting called by the Amit Shah Home Minister. He has excluded the Chief Minister. It is a clear indication, and the people are saying that it's Article 355 or presidential rule is there. So it is center has to play more role in this to solve such a problem. And also, I would like to add one more problem. One more aspect. The drug pattern in the Golden Triangle has changed. I read long back report. Afghanistan being taken over by the Taliban, I think they are not going the poppy or as much as earlier.
You see, Mr. Sharma, the point is, you know, any campaign against drug is a good campaign. I mean, whoever does it doesn't make a difference. Any campaign against drug is a good campaign. And if drugs worldwide have created an environment which we call narco-terrorism. You know, it was like narco-insurgencies. Now it has turned into narco-terrorism. So any campaign which is about elimination of drug is good, because the porousness of the border, there is no doubt that drugs have had an effect in these areas. Look at Punjab. The criticism
and
is
also,
that,
I'd like to add one more point, Kartikeya. Last year, I met the defense minister, and of course, I am nothing in front of. I am nothing. I hold no.
Yes, 1 minute. Yes.
Yeah, but I met Rajnath ji, and I said, sir, please destroy this populace. This is the root cause of all the evils. And the demand of separation from India is also there. So please destroy using Indian Air Force aeroplanes. But people make mockery of it. The Mysore Thonhausam supported by boys, but he was also mocked by the people of Manipur. Had it been done, the whole 100% population would have been destroyed, and a lot of good result would have been obtained by now. So and this is one aspect.
And you know, but the other aspect is, you know, at least with this war on drugs, there is another war, you know, which needs to be won, and that is, you know, the fake Aadhaar cards, fake identity cards that have been, which illegal immigrants in Manipur have been able to get. I think that needs to be busted properly, because war on drugs is one part, but the way sometimes illegal immigrants integrate by using government tools is another war, another campaign which the state needs to run. And that campaign will be on the fake cards which allows you to become a voter, which allows you to become part and parcel of the system. That needs to be taken care of. 2. Now let us play out the bite of Biren Singh.
भारत सरकार की ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी की नेतृत्व में अंडर द गाइडेंस ऑफ द ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी निशा मुक्त भारत is going on in the state of Manipur also, as well as the war on drugs is taken up by the state government is going on. And today is very important because almost Manipur were badly affected by the drug users during the 90s. But because of the war on drugs and the Nisha Mukta Bharat taken up by the government of Manipur under the able leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, now the uses of the illicit drugs abuses now reducing. And it is my message to all of the younger generations of the state, or the people of the state, that we should not use this kind of drugs which cause damage our future. Yeah, it is correlated. Manipur state government launched war on drugs in 2018, and because of this war on drugs campaign, with our state forces and the central forces, we destroyed around 18,000 hectares of poppy plantations, and around 297 drug smugglers were convicted, and around around 60,000 drugs, illegal drugs were arrested from the businessmen, from the smuggler. So these are some issues, some cause behind the present crisis also, now, but our government will not surrender. Our government will continue war on drugs to save the generation.
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।